Hello and welcome. This is Julie Kay here with a few memory Dex cards that I created with the Felicity paper collection from Authentique. Thank you so much for stopping by today to check out my memory Dex cards that I created. And I created 3 today. And using up some scrap paper, I had participated in I Am Mama 24's challenge to create a pocket letter. And so I had some of the leftover papers and pieces from that paper collection that I used, so I decided to create a couple of memory Dex cards. And the paper collection that I used was Felicity, and it's by Authentique. And it's blues and yellows. It's kind of a nice summer themed, but yet has a vintage feel to it paper. And so again, I used that paper collection and like cutouts from it. So here's the first one, and I did use my Heidi Swap die cuts to cut out all the bases for these. And I cut out first in like a plain color or neutral colored cardstock, and then again with the scrapbooking paper. It just gives it a little bit more stability, especially if you're going to layer on them. And so for this one, I did cut out this background piece right back here. This frame is a Spellbinders one. So I cut that out, and then I also had this bike die that I cut out, and I think the bike one is maybe Memory Box or Poppy Stamps. I can't remember. And it does have the little basket included with it, and then it also has a little horn. So if you'd rather have the bike with a little horn, you can do that. But I put the basket on there. And then I chose to use a punch. It's kind of a fir or pine tree branch. And then cut out some little flowers to put on it. And the flowers come from another Memory Box die. And I added a little bit of stickles onto them. And I did glossy accent the bike. And then part of the cutouts from the collection, it says Riding Along Together. That came from the Authentique paper collection, part of the punch out. So I added that also. So I really like how that one turned out. And the second one I created, again using all the same paper, was this one. And so the background is just a Spellbinders oval die. And the middle piece, I think it was a Tailored Expression die that I used to cut out this one right here. And the image comes from the paper collection. It was part of one of the cutouts. And so I just cut her out. And then I added a little bit of stickles. That's kind of that blue color. Just to add a little something more to the image. And I added some flat back pearls. And then again, in the cutout section, they had these little tickets. And it says Always on the Go and Boundless Energy. And I just thought that those two maybe describe this little girl. She had a little sailboat or something that she was carrying behind her. So that was the second one that I created. And the third card that I created was this one. And that's what that one starts off looking like. And for this one, I used one of the cutouts or the punch outs from the collection, and I chose to kind of bend it like that and glue it that way so that there's some dimension to it. You can kind of see my foam tape behind on each of these, so it does stay pretty good. And I added some wild orchid craft flowers, and then just some other flowers from my stash. I can't remember where this yellow one might be a K & Company one, and the blue one, this little blue one, might actually be one from Michael's a long time ago from the dollar bin. And behind here again, I have a die cut, and I think this one also is a Tailored Expressions die that I cut out for that background frame. And then I add the little flat back pearl. So I really like them. This one's my favorite out of the 3, but I don't know what you guys like the best, but that one was my favorite. I appreciate all you guys stopping by to see what I created today, and thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.